So if I was involved in a serious injury accident, there is absolutely no way I would trust what the insurance company says as my truth. I'm going to explain to you the ways in which they do it and give you all the reasons why you need to hire a lawyer when involved in a serious injury case. You have to remember that the insurance company is a for-profit business, which means the smaller amount of money they pay you, the more they can keep for themselves and maybe make a little bonus for themselves. There are many circumstances sometimes where the insurance policies are complex. They're not simple, right? And if you don't do certain things, you may void certain parts of the policy, or you may not gain access to it if you don't know about it. So that's what we do as lawyers, is we properly educate you with regards to, this is the playing field. This is what your case might be worth. Here's what's the amount of money available underneath the policy. Insurance companies don't want to disclose that information to you, because the more that you know, the more you're educated, the more that you're going to want in terms of valuation for your case. They like to keep things as small as possible. Don't educate you with regards to what the case is truly worth. And again, keep as much of your money in their pocket at the end of the day. That is their goal. So I've seen so many times where they don't return your phone calls. They stall you out. They know that you don't have transportation. They know that the rent is due. And so if they wait a couple of days with which to contact you, whatever number they put on the table sounds good or looks good. And you don't want to operate like that. You don't want to operate from a system or a position of necessity or desperation, as opposed to getting an attorney to properly educate you, maybe advance you some money so that you can make an informed decision with regards to what the playing field needs to look like. If the insurance company smells that you are desperate and they don't feel like you're as educated as you need to be with regards to the extent of your injuries or their risk in this particular case, they're not going to give you fair value. And I know most of you are out there like, well, gosh, you lawyers, you charge so much. There's a reason why we charge so much, because we make cases so much bigger. On average, my clients get about 2.5 times as much money by utilizing our services. And many times, especially on the bigger cases, it's exponentially more money, because we don't leave anything out. We find out the information. We find out what is there underneath the policy. We find out the problems with the underlying defendant, create risk for the defense counsel. And then when we do things of that nature, more often than not, the awards can be substantial. Sometimes I get cases from clients where they've already talked to the client and they've already kind of shot themselves in the foot, giving them information that they don't need to know. And then the insurance company uses this information against them. That's why I tell you, do not speak with the insurance company. They act like they're your friend, and then the information you disclose to them, they use against you. Do not do that. Have an educated third party, a good attorney who knows the playing field, speak on your behalf. Right? Always do that, especially on a serious injury case. One of the things that lawyers do that provides additional value is that we look for all the different elements or components of damages in comprising an offer to the insurance company. For example, not just your economic damages, how much you're out of pocket or your lost wages, but we always look at pain and suffering, loss of consortium, all the other components that most people don't utilize or don't put a value on. And that's why we're able to get more money, because we show them, hey, here is where my client has been damaged. Here's what it looks like. Here's the evidence. And if you don't pay me now, I'm going to get my money down at the courthouse. So one tactic the insurance company uses is pressure. Hey, you need to take this. You need to take the offer that's been put on the table. I've been practicing for 25 years, and I can count on one hand the amount of times an offer has been taken off the table after the insurance company has found that they have liability and they want to get a case settled. They almost never take the offer off the table. And so always you're going up from that particular point in time. So get more information, get someone who's a good advocate, fully develop your case, and that's the best way you have the opportunity to get full value for your injuries. So people that bring actions against the insurance company without lawyers are called pro se actions. And what you need to understand is that if you do have to go to court or move forward with your action by yourself, you're held to the same standard as a lawyer with regards to statute of limitations, filing deadlines, and things of that nature. So these things are very technical. If you do things in an untimely fashion, don't file the right documents, don't get them in on a timely basis, you might completely waive your right to get any money at all. So that's the importance of getting a lawyer. They're going to be responsible. They will take care of those issues and make sure that everything is done on a timely basis. If they don't, you have an action against that lawyer. If the circumstances warrant it, we may have to hire an expert to prove up certain damages. What those experts do is, if we've got significant damages in a certain area, we get an opinion from an expert along potentially with a report to substantiate those damages, to show why we're asking for so much money. And when we hire those experts, they are ready to go to court if necessary and testify before a jury as to why that small offer from the insurance company should be a big offer that we typically get when we do things the right way, handling your case. So hopefully after you've listened to all of this, you understand the importance of getting an attorney when you have been seriously injured. I know it's a hassle. I know it's going to take longer. I know you're going to have to pay more money to your lawyer when they get you that outcome. But I'm telling you, more often than not, it's going to reduce your stress level. It's going to allow you to focus on getting better, and you're going to end up with more money on a good, solid case than you would by doing it by yourself. So I'm telling you, as I would tell even my own family, if you get in a serious accident, get a serious lawyer to help you with the case. So hopefully now you know more about the benefits of having a lawyer when you get in a serious injury case. So if you like this video, comment, subscribe, tell your friends about us. I want to know what you're thinking. I want to know what else we need to provide for you. My name is Attorney Darren Miller. And don't forget, this is DLAW